A tiny-looking format change just became a big local AI story. INT8 workflows are moving closer to native ComfyUI support, and that can change who gets to run heavy models. The important part is not the letters INT8. The important part is memory pressure. Local AI is usually limited by what fits, not by what sounds cool. FP16 stores many model values in 16 bits. INT8 stores many of them in 8 bits, plus scaling information so the math still roughly maps back. Smaller weights can mean lower VRAM use, faster memory movement, and sometimes faster compute, especially when the GPU has kernels that actually like the format. But quantization is not a cheat code. If the kernel is bad, the node falls back, or the GPU is the wrong target, INT8 can disappoint like a benchmark with stage fright. That is why native ComfyUI support matters. A built-in path is easier to reproduce than a pile of custom nodes, pinned commits, and mystery install steps. ComfyUI is the interface layer where a lot of local diffusion experiments become practical. So when ComfyUI supports a format, the format becomes much easier to try. The ConvRot angle is about making certain operations work well in reduced precision. The exact speedup depends on the operation mix, not just the headline format. In image generation, the bottleneck can move. Sometimes it is model weights, sometimes it is attention, sometimes it is the sampler, the VAE, or plain old memory copies. The quality question is simple. Can the model lose precision without losing the image? Sometimes yes. Sometimes the details get weird. Good quantization is about choosing scales carefully. Bad scales can crush small signals, and small signals are often where texture, lighting, and style live. If this is early, that is the opportunity. Early format shifts are when workflows, benchmarks, and best practices are still being discovered in public. For a laptop or smaller desktop card, the promise is obvious. If the same workflow fits in less VRAM, more people can actually run it locally. For bigger GPUs, the win may be throughput. The same card can batch more, render faster, or keep extra models loaded beside the main pipeline. But a real ComfyUI graph is not one model. It can include LoRa's, ControlNet, IP adapters, upscalers, detailers, and whatever experimental node someone uploaded at 3 a.m. Even partial wins count. If the largest model block gets smaller, the whole graph may become less fragile, even if every single node is not INT8. The benchmark that matters is not one cherry-picked render. It is same prompt, same seed, same resolution, same sampler, and enough runs to catch variance. The useful graph is speed versus fidelity. If INT8 saves 30% time but visibly damages faces or text, that is not a free upgrade. The best early targets are drafts, previews, batches, and workflows, where fast iteration matters more than microscopic precision. The risky targets are tiny typography, exact brand marks, medical or scientific visuals, and any output where small artifacts become the whole point. Builders care because local AI is a stack. A small improvement at the format layer can make the app layer feel dramatically less annoying. Lower VRAM pressure means more experiments per hour. That is the hidden advantage. Creativity gets cheaper when iteration gets faster. Once native support exists, model makers can target it, workflow authors can document it, and normal users can test it without becoming dependency archaeologists. The honest recommendation is boring but useful. Verify your own workflow. Hardware, drivers, model type, and node graph can change the result completely. So what changed? INT8 is not suddenly magic. It is becoming easier to use, easier to benchmark, and closer to default for the right workloads. This is the direction of local AI, not only bigger models, but smarter formats, better kernels, and workflows that waste less of your GPU. The takeaway is simple. If native INT8 works well in your graph, it can turn impossible into possible, and possible into comfortable. I will keep tracking these local AI format shifts as they happen. Subscribe to CodeMotion if you want the fast version, the useful version, and the reality check.